In the last video, we learned how to manage our form state using Formik. We learned that we need to specify the initial values in the object passed to the useFormik hook. We learned that we need to add the onChange prop to all our form fields. And we also learned that Formik.values contains all of the form field values, which can then be assigned individually to the form fields. In this video, let's learn how to get hold of this form state when the user clicks on the submit button. Let me tell you, handling form submissions with Formik is really simple. There are two steps. For the first step, we need to specify the onSubmit handler on the form tag. And this is going to be equal to Formik.handleSubmit. So again, our Formik constant is giving us a helper method to handle form submission. For the second step, we need to revisit the object we pass in to the useFormik hook. As it turns out, apart from initial values, we can specify another property called onSubmit. And this property is a method which automatically receives the form state as its argument. So onSubmit, we're going to have an arrow function which receives value as its argument. And then within the function body, let's just console log the values. What I want to point out here is that values is pretty much what we were referring to so far using Formik.values. And the best thing here is that when you click on the submit button, Formik is going to automatically execute this onSubmit method. I'm going to comment out this Formik.values, save the file, and then head to the browser. I'm going to fill in the values. And when I click on submit, you can see that the form data is logged in the console. We have the name, email, and channel. This object pretty much reflects the values we have entered in our YouTube form. As you can see, it is really simple to handle form submission. Now you might see this warning which says you submitted a Formik form using a button with an unspecified type. So to get rid of this warning, go back to the form and add button type is equal to submit. Now click on submit. You can see that the warning has disappeared. So let me go over the steps one more time so we understand this right. First step, on the form tag, we specify onSubmit prop and set it equal to Formik.handleSubmit. What this will do is automatically tie the onSubmit method to the submit event. The onSubmit method at all times will receive the latest values of the form data as its argument. This can then be used as per the requirement. For our example, I'm not going to go beyond logging it to the console. But in a real-world application, you might want to call an API with this form data as the payload. So this is how Formik simplifies managing form state and form submission. But again, keep in mind, we are looking at the more elaborate way to get things done. I promise things will get simplified further as we progress through this series. Now all is well and good, but we all know that there is one major aspect when dealing with forms, and that is form validation. There is a lot to learn, and at the same time, there is a lot that Formik offers when it comes to validation. Let's get started with that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.